First of all, how do you look back at the weekend? I know you said a meeting up there.
We had quite a long meeting to pick the game and analyse it. Unfortunately, it didn't go as we first initially planned, and we all walked off the pitch on Saturday very disappointed in the manner in which we lost, because playing teams in and around us, we need to pick up the points. However, we didn't at the weekend, and we have to dust ourselves down. I know it's cliche in saying that, because we're playing against Stockport tomorrow evening, where it becomes a real important game for us, because we need to start accumulating points on the table as quickly as possible, because the games are running out, as they say. So yeah, we're going to give it our best shot and best account of ourselves tomorrow evening.
You've had a long relationship with this football club. You've made no secret of how much it means to you. What is it that's just not happening? What do you think it is that the club's in this position?
If you look at the game at the weekend, their second goal, they counter-attack from us being in their 18-yard box, and unfortunately that has been the difference between the attacking 18-yard box and the defensive 18-yard box. If we could have potentially throughout the duration of the season been better in those areas, and we must take accountability as individuals and as a team. With regards to those positions, we haven't attacked well enough, and we haven't defended well enough as a team. So unfortunately that leaves us in the predicament and the position that we are right now.
What's the mood like? I imagine one of deflation when you have results like that, but is there a spirit, is there a togetherness about this group? Are you all united?
I think regardless of what position you are in the league in any given time in the season, whether you're winning, it creates the same sort of atmosphere and feeling and emotion of buoyancy. And when you do lose a game, regardless of position, there is still that element of disappointment, because essentially we're going out there to try and win a game, and if we don't achieve that and we end up hitting the latter of it, i.e. losing a game, it is bitterly disappointing, because we train and work all week on trying to win football matches.
Do you think that kind of the way that the table's gone, there was of course a time where you were having the odd better result and it didn't look like that you were kind of being put away at the bottom. Now that the results have gone the way they have, do you think there's maybe been a bit of a moment where we've gone, hang on a minute, like this is kind of quite a desperate situation now? Has there been a bit of a turning point in the last few weeks?
We can only take account of where we are at this moment in time with 14 games to go, and I can speak for myself personally and on behalf of the players and coaching staff and manager that we're going to do as much as we can possibly to give ourselves the best opportunity. Again, that's going to sound cliche, and I don't want to come across in any uncertain terms or ways, because as you mentioned, I personally have a deep affinity with the football club, and there's other people with that sort of attachment also. And yeah, without going off track, 14 games, there's a lot of points to gain and accumulate in that period of time, and yeah, we'll be doing as much as we can to pick up as many points and try and drag as many teams into kind of a little mini league come the end of the season.
And for you, I imagine you're one of the people in the dressing room, the manager's asking to be a real leader in times like this and use your experience. Yeah,
leaders come in different shapes, sizes. Some are vocal about it, some are proactive in action towards inspiring other people, team members. I believe it needs a mixture of people to lead, regardless of age or experience. You can be a leader at 17, 18 years old. And yeah, as I mentioned before, we all need to be accountable for those moments where we need to step up. And it's something that we haven't done enough this season as a group, and we need to address that, because it's going to be a challenging game tomorrow evening against a very good Stockport County team.